Hey everybody, welcome back to the shop. I am James, and this is an almost live Friday morning update. Things are a little hectic around here. Lots of projects going on. We're looking at making some neck supports, bench-based neck supports. We'll get to that later. Doing fretwork on the parlor guitar. Finally, going slowly but surely. And what am I using for a leveling beam? I've got a level, and then I have put some spray adhesive, and I've got a 120 grit sanding belt that I have cut down and fits on there nicely. So we are slowly getting the frets leveled out on this. Finally, this is nothing. It's in the way mostly. Over here we have the parlor guitar, which has had some tinted shellac applied to it. This was birch, and if you remember, we have put the binding on, and I honestly could not see a way that we could get the binding applied and everything finished with what was on there. And so what I did was I used some regular shellac, and I believe I stopped at 30 drops. I used 150 cc's of shellac, and I was using the red mahogany trans tint, and I think I've got 30 drops. And then I thinned it just a bit with some alcohol to make it not so pasty. And this is, it's not quite as red as the original color, but that seems to be okay with Adam. So we're going to let and I haven't done anything to the top. The top is just kind of the way that it was with the wear and tear on it. What we're going to do is, or at least the plan is, we're just going to lacquer it. And it's got lacquer on it already, so in theory that should just kind of melt in there, maybe take care of some of our the issues that we have on that. But I'm going to let it dry for a couple of days, mostly because my schedule is full on stupid. And the thing that still amazes me about this is just one piece of birch. You can see the knot in it right there. Still pretty cool. Pretty cool. What else have we got going on? We are in the process of making another bench. I have a workmate that's supporting my contractor table saw right now. This one we're going to use, the intent at least, is mainly to support a guitar clamp. On this guitar, I still have to repair a popped off brace that came undone while I was clamped over in the other one, and I went, that's just not going to work. So we're going to make one, and it's going to be based on this clamping workbench, but that's just kind of the holder. This is what the mechanics of it is. It's just some 3/4 inch black iron pipe and flanges and some pipe clamps. And we are going to make a big plywood front and back. We're going to cover that with some carpet, and we will, so that way we can grab a much bigger surface area of the guitar. That's about all that's going on as far as in the guitar shop. You might notice that the big live edge bench is out. It's in its new home. The owner is very happy. If I die without ever working with Osage orange again, I will be a happy camper. I'm not averse to to making more benches like that. If that's what we've got to do to, to kind of support the channel, then that's what we'll do. But we're not doing it with that wood again. And it's just a crazy busy weekend. I got to go pick my daughter up from college. She's coming home for a couple of days. And then me and a buddy of mine, we're driving the 2.5 hours to Indianapolis. We're going to go see Striper tonight. I have not seen Striper since the mid-'80s. I hear it's a great show. The current album, if you're into that type of music, if you just like hard driving rock, it's a great album. Anyways, that is and it's glorious outside. It was 37 degrees outside. I left one window open. I have one window that is partially cracked. And check this out. The shop is a lovely 64 degrees, 40% humidity. Hey, if you're a subscriber to Randy Startiger channel, The House That Never Sleeps, and you should be if you're into guitars and such, he just posted a great reminder. With the colder weather coming on, this is the time you need to start monitoring your humidity in your guitars, because once you turn the heat on, it dries everything out for the most part, and that's when things break. And I'll let you in on something. I didn't do that, and I have a guitar of my own that has a crack in the top that I'm going to have to fix at some point. Anyways, that's what's going on in the shop. I hope you guys have a great freaking weekend. Cheers.